is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for Ultimate Comics Spider-Man issue 25, milestone issue. Get it? Milestone issue? Yeah, I didn't mean to do that, but whatever. So, yeah, it's a milestone issue, issue 25. See what happens here. But guys, I do have a couple updates before I start doing my review for Ultimate Comics Spider-Man, and a couple updates are I'm back, so I'm fully back on a regular schedule for my comic book reviews, so that's why I have all my in-depth reviews this week, and I hope you guys enjoyed my last couple of videos. I know that it wasn't totally on my schedule, I hope you guys enjoyed my past videos. And yeah, another update, San Diego Comic-Con this week. I was actually supposed to go, wasn't able to get tickets. It was really hard to get tickets. This year is just craziness when tickets went on sale. Hopefully I'll be able to go next year if they have a better system to get the tickets. And if I could able to get like a press or pro reg or whatever, we'll see what happens. But I will be going to New York Comic-Con, so don't worry. Yeah, I tried going, and hopefully I'll go next year. But there's still San Diego Comic-Con still going on. News is coming out. I'm still very excited to see all that stuff come out. Actually just saw a Teen Wolf thing, like a Teen Wolf panel thing. So there's still things, if you're at home, you definitely have good news and good videos and stuff for San Diego Comic-Con coverage. And then some news tidbits that I think are interesting will be on my Twitter. So, and guys, if you have anything you want to ask my opinion about, just go in the comments below. You can ask my opinion on certain things that come out of San Diego Comic-Con that you want my opinion about. Next thing is I have episode 5 of Comic Uno coming out today, obviously, and I'll be annotated. And there's some exclusive reviews for Comic Uno episode 5, which is issue 22 of Batman and Catwoman, FF issue 9, Vibe issue 6. So if you want to go check out those exclusive reviews in a show where I review every comic book that I read this week in one show in a countdown type of version, go check out DarkAvengerINC and that annotated link, Comic Uno episode 5. Another series I have for DarkAvengerINC is Mayday's Journey, where I'm reviewing every issue of Spider-Girl, and you can go check out issue 1 and the review for issue 1 of Spider-Girl. That'll be annotated. And this Sunday, go check out Spider-Girl issue 2 reviews. So definitely go check that out. Let's talk about Ultimate Comics Ultimate Comics Spider-Man issue 25. And this is part of the Spider-Man No More story arc, which has been really good. Honestly, this year, Ultimate Comics Spider-Man has surprised me a lot. I thought when the first year really came out, it wasn't one of my favorite series. It's something it's like one of those solid series that are always solid, kind of in the middle of your pile, but this is always on the top of my pile now. It just improves so much. Miles is growing on me so much, and I love this character and this world, and I think Brian Michael Bendis is doing an amazing job. But let's see if I like this issue. Awesome cover we get here. This half Spider-Man, half Miles cover. Art is amazing here. The expression on everybody's faces in this series. I don't know who Marquez does the artwork for this, but he does amazingly with these expressions, especially inside this story. The facial expressions, I think, really do matter in comic books, and this is actually my highly recommended series for just for that expression artwork. You know, that's kind of hard just to show exactly what that character's thinking, and you really get to see that in this series. Let's talk about this story. Let me see if I like that. We get to see Gwen still wanting Spider-Man to be, or Miles to be Spider-Man, explaining this to Aunt May. We get some talk with Kate Bishop, which is the Ultimate Universe version of her. We get to see a little bit of her in this issue. We get to see everyone wants just, Miles to be Spider-Man again. He's like, no, my mother died because of it, and I don't want my father to die. And we also get some tidbits of Cloak and Dagger, a little bit more of them. And now one person actually does convince Miles to become Spider-Man again. And spoiler alert, if you don't want to know, then definitely this is a spoiler alert. Because Spider-Woman, Jessica Drew, explains her origins. That's something that she's been hinting at throughout this whole year of Spider-Man, really. And she's like, I'm finally ready to tell you how we're connected. And she says, I'm technically the clone of Peter Parker. And she just has this really heartwarming monologue, which I read about 5 times when I was reading this issue because I really loved it. And she says this monologue, and she says, that's why you have to be Spider-Man. I'm not Spider-Man. I'm just Spider-Woman. And she really, it's like, I'm so hard to tell this because I'm not a real person. And it's so heartwarming, especially if, even if you've just been reading the Miles Morales story, I think it's really heartwarming. If you didn't even read anything with Jessica Drew previously, I think this was just a really heartwarming, heart-to-heart with Miles, and really, hopefully we get a really good friendship here. I think we really will. I think Jessica Drew will become one of those main characters here. And I really enjoyed it. She's the one who tells Miles, hey, go back to the costume, and he does. He is Spider-Man again. Even though all these bad things are happening, and he doesn't want his father to have the same fate as his mother, he realizes he has to save people, and now he's going to go after Cloak and Dagger to help them, because really, what Jessica Drew and Spider-Man after, the scientists that keep altering everyone's DNA, who's ruining the Ultimate Universe. And that's what they're going to go out to help Cloak and Dagger, because that's the story arc going on with no more Spider-Man. Love this issue, obviously. Love Ultimate Comics Spider-Man. Really, there's not issues that let me down. I think the beginning of this issue, though, just let a half a star down, but I thought the beginning of this issue was a little bit of a dragging point. I'm like, alright, we get it. Miles is not Spider-Man anymore. We get it. We get it. When's he going to become Spider-Man? So, I think if we had one more issue, I think the whole No More Spider-Man would have been dragged out a little bit, because they kept doing the same thing. We get it, Miles, your mom died, and they were just saying the same things over and over again. But with this issue, it was just enough. It really was. I think with another issue, it would have been like, alright, we get it. And I think in the beginning of this issue, I kind of had that feeling. But once we get to that end, it's just like, okay, now I understand. I understand why you took your time. And it's like, this issue just made it. It would have been way too much in the next issue. It would have been way too less in the last issue. It was just perfect to really get Miles to become Spider-Man again with this issue. Just great issue. Again, the artwork here is so great. With the expression, really, you just have Miles' expression here and how it just changes. And I love the expressions here. I love the artwork. Story was great. Again, the half a star was only because I got a little bit on the board side in the beginning. I was like, alright, we get it. But really, really proved itself in the end of this issue. Great milestone issue. Again, milestone, I love that. Okay, but really great milestone issue. I really enjoy it. This is my pick of the week. Always surprised with this series. If you're not reading Ultimate Comics Spider-Man, read it. It's one of my favorite series right now. Really underdog type of series, but it's really well written, and I've gotten a couple of people to read it. So I hope you do read it. Really great series. And this Comic Uno, this is my pick of the week. I gave it 4.5 stars, and I hope you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Uno, guys. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter for Comic Uno and around situations, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.